Today we're diving into 3 ultra-budget field watches from AliExpress, all under $50. 2 are quartz, one's automatic, and every one of them punches well above its price tag. If you're hunting value on a shoestring, this one's for you. Now, the links to the listings of all of these watches will be in the description below the video, so do check them out if you're after some sharp prices. NH35 self-winding automatic flieger from Tandorio. For $45, we get a lot for the dosh. Sapphire crystal, 316L stainless steel case, robust dimensions with a case diameter of just 39mm and a modest lug-to-lug length of 46mm, which usually can cater pretty much any wrist circumference above 6 inches. We get a screw-down case back and crown, a reliable automatic from Seiko, and of course 200 meters of water resistance. With regards to the dimensions, diameter of 39mm, a lug-to-lug length of 46.5, a height of 12.1mm, a lug width of 20mm, and a weight of just 90 grams on the stitched genuine leather strap. The timepiece is a classic flieger by appearance and function. There's nothing extra and there's nothing omitted. Looking at the profile, we see a tall and lean flank, rounding the circular watch from one lug to the other. The lugs are actually quite fat and pointing downwards aggressively. The shade of the stainless steel is not silver grey, it's a shade or two darker. Not titanium looking, yet the darker hues imitating a more vintage appearance. Under the flat slab of sapphire crystal is a deep blue sunburst dial. That quite frankly looks very impressive and expensive, if I may say so. For $45 we get a beautifully crafted piece on a stitched leather strap, and this leather strap actually next to the lugs is as thick as 3mm. So quite a lot of value there. We've got the RDUNAE RA03, and that is something different in terms of style and meaning. A vintage-inspired military field watch that offers a touch of timeless history without excruciating prices. A watch that tells stories. The box crystal, the minimalistic design provide quite the vintage look and feel to the watch. With regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 34.3mm, a lug-to-lug length of 41.5mm, a height of 10.2, a lug width of 18mm, and a weight of just 40 grams on the nylon strap. Gazing down at the watch, I'm struck with the mix of elegance and practicality. The push-pull crown is also quite small with just a 4.8mm diameter, yet the case back is the screw-down type. The single dome crystal is K1 mineral, essentially a hybrid between mineral and sapphire. We get extra scratch resistance but without the cost. Edge distortions are welcomed on this piece because they're actually intentional. There is no reho. The crystal edge leads the gaze down to the matte black dial. The mini-track is printed in white on the periphery, the hour mark is distinguished with small inwards facing triangles. The dial features a 24-hour clock setup with the 1 to 12 hours on the outer ring and the 13 to 24 hours on the inside. Only the beige colored elements are loomed, as is the full length of the seconds pointer. For $50 you get plenty of history and that vintage inspiration in the design. Today we're taking a closer look at one of the best value field watches I've ever handled, the ADDIESdive AD2070. And no, it's not just because it's $50, it's because this thing nails the field watch brief in almost every way. Build, proportions, clarity, and comfort. There's something about a good field watch. It's not about flex, it's about function. You want a watch that can take a beating, blend in under a cuff, and still look sharp doing it. The AD2070 does exactly that. No shine, no polish, no nonsense. Just rugged utility and clean design. The case is 39mm across with a lug-to-lug of just 48.5mm. That compact length comes from its inverted end links, tucked in neatly under the lugs, which curve down dramatically like teardrops. On my 6.5-inch wrist, the fit is almost perfect. No overhang, no awkward flare. The lug width is 20mm, giving it a grounded stance, and it tapers sharply down to 16mm at the clasp. That taper adds comfort without sacrificing that tool watch presence up top. The case itself is fully brushed stainless steel, top, sides, everywhere. No polish here, and that's a good thing. It wears slim too. At 12 millimeters thick, including the flat sapphire crystal, it sits low on the wrist and slides under any sleeve without fuss. Now let's talk bracelet. For a field watch, the bracelet makes or breaks the wearing experience, and here it mostly delivers. You get a standard 3-link design, fully brushed with moderate tolerances. There's some light gapping when flexed, but that looseness actually gives you excellent articulation and wrist comfort. It's held together by push pins, which is expected at this price. But what impressed me is the clasp. It's a signed double pusher unit, not just secure, but finished with subtle bevels that make it feel a touch more premium. I've left the links to the listings in the description below the video, so do check them out if you're after some sharp prices. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you really did enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next one.